Get ready to elevate your life. This is Talk with JSB, where we explore the art of collaboration and unlock secrets to financial freedom. I am your host, JSB.
I said 5 in the morning, I wake up to 5 for my earnings. Yeah, in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying.
Hey everyone, my name is Janice Bailey, better known as JSB, your go-to realtor and your beauty godmother. Today we have mortgage lender David Rodriguez, owner of PRMG. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Excited to get this going. Love it.
Let's go.
Let's
Today
do it.
I brought you here because I want to take that fear away from, self-employed and entrepreneurs, because they have a fear of home ownership, mainly because they don't know where to start, what's needed, or basically the process of the loan.
Perfect.
Before we start, I do want you to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and what sets you apart from other lenders.
So my name is David Rodriguez. I've been a mortgage lender for 24 years. I am the current owner of PRMG. I've actually owned that branch for about 17 years. I also own DMD Investment Group, which is a small investment firm that I just used to buy properties, flip properties, and just to hold a portfolio of properties as well. What sets me aside from other lenders? A lot of lenders are going to watch this, they're going to like it, but I will say it. One is an in-house underwriter.
Nice.
I'm one of the few in South Florida that actually offer that to real estate agents like yourself and your clients. And that's a huge deal in today's, in any market, period, as being a lender. My customer service, I'm always going to pick up the phone. So for the realtors that actually know me, you guys are always speaking to the owner of the company. I'm never pulling anybody to my team or having them call someone else. I'm always the one that shows up. So those are two big things that I see a lot of lenders lack nowadays. And three, just my drive, the love, the knowledge that I bring to the table after 24 years of actually doing this. So I think those are three things that actually stand out with just other lenders and other people in the industry as well.
I love that. And what do you think is your favorite thing about being a mortgage lender?
I love the excitement of helping someone. If you really think about it, the per se American dream is, you get here, or you're older, and your thing is have a family and buy a home.
Right.
So this is the biggest purchase that most people are going to make, is their first home or an investment property. So just the fact of being able to get to the closing table and me being a huge part of that, the guy to say, here's the money, this is your home, here's your key, start your family, or, raise your kids there. So that's big for me. Just the happiness and the joy that I'm able to bring someone and tell them, hey, we're clear to close. You just got your first home.
Right.
That's
I feel
huge.
As a realtor, that's my favorite part as
Absolutely.
well. It's just like giving that joy, especially when it's a family. It's just like
of course, especially somebody that's been renting for a long time.
Right.
And they finally got their dream, which
have
the
kids.
American dream is, again, to have your family, have kids, and buy your home. So,
and leave something for their kids. So
absolutely.
That's like my favorite thing when it's a family. So being self-employed, sometimes they're a little bit misinformed, where they feel like they may need 2 years of employment, or they just don't know what documents are needed or what requirements are needed. So let's talk about it. So as far as the loans, what loans do you offer for self-employed / entrepreneurs?
So there's a lot of loans, and a lot of entrepreneurs and self-employed borrowers that have that aspect in them, where it's like 2-year tax returns or nothing. And fortunately, us at PRMG, we offer a lot of loans. We offer the bank statement loans. Right. These are for more of the borrowers that don't claim so much on their taxes, but actually make a lot of deposits. For instance, a barber. They don't want to claim whatever cash they're getting, but they're making the deposit into their account. So now, us as a lender, we're not going to look at their tax returns. We're going to go off of what they're depositing in their account for 24 months. We're going to average that out for 2 years, and we can actually use that as income. So that's a great form for the self-employed borrowers that really don't file too much tax, on their taxes. Another great form is a self-employed borrower that has been self-employed for 5 years or more. We can use 1 year tax return. So now you're not having to worry about having to have 2 years and average out 2 years. Now you can just put everything on 1 year. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot less than you have to claim, and a lot less than you have to pay back to the IRS as well. Another form is the DSCR loan, which this is not necessarily for somebody that's self-employed, but a lot of self-employed borrowers use it as an investment to buy investment properties. We're not looking at any income. We're just looking at what the property rents for, and we're going to make sure that that rent covers your principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and HOA, if any. the 1 year tax return we spoke about. And then we have your traditional 2 year tax returns, which of course, that's where you're going to get the best bang for your buck as a borrower, because that's where you're going to get the best rate. That's going to be a Fannie Mae conventional loan. And there's not many hits to the rate because you're actually showing 2 year tax returns. We also have, outside of non-QM and Fannie Mae loans, is hard money loans as well, which they're not looking at credit. They're not looking at income. They're not looking at anything. They're looking at the property that you're purchasing, your down payment, and they're making sure the property's under an LLC. So if you're self-employed, you can actually put that property under that LLC and get the property, and you can actually close with them within 7 or 10 days.
So everyone loves free money.
Absolutely. I love free money. We all do.
Right. So I just want to maybe give us a little bit of information of down payment assistance programs that you have to offer.
So right now we have what is called the Florida Bond, which we're offering $10,000 as long as you're a first-time home buyer and you have a 640 credit score. So as long as you have those two requirements and you're not making more than $120,000, we can actually offer you $10,000 towards either your closing costs or down payment, however you want to use it. And it is a loan that you do not have to pay back. So you can sell the property, refinance, take yourself off title, rent the property, and you don't have to worry about paying that loan back. Again, we all know about the Hometown Heroes. I'm on that on a daily basis. I'm watching for it. We're hoping in the next few months, DeSantis says, hey, let's come on with this again. So that's a great form to have some down payment assistance, which I am in hope that it is going to come out again. Other than that, city grants, things like that. So if you are looking for properties, and let's call it Miramar and Purple Pines, maybe the best thing to do is contact the city, see if they have any grants, and work with a lender that can actually work with the city to get those grants for you. Right. Again, city grants are a little bit more difficult, more time consuming. They take a lot longer to close. So you just need to be careful, and you need to be sure that the seller and the selling agent for whatever property you're buying know that you're getting into that type of loan, because you are in risk of losing your deposit, because from what I've seen and in past experiences, you have to ask for a lot of extensions for that. But right now, the main grant that I am working with is the Florida Bond, which is $10,000.
So what advice would you give someone who's entering the entrepreneurship journey?
The advice that I would give someone that's entering the entrepreneur: stay away from negative people. Right. Stay away from the people that tell you no or that doubt you. You're going to fail a lot more than win, but eventually you will win. And if you have a goal set, go for that goal. And again, just stay away from the people that are just holding you back and telling you, hey, you can't do this, or don't do this, or take this route. Whatever you put in your mind, set yourself to that and surround yourself with positive people that are on the same level as you. Right. Anybody under your level is just going to bring you down.
I literally just seen a post the other day, and it said, don't be so worried about the people who don't support you. Those are not even your customers or your clients.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Those are what we call the haters.
Right.
And we don't want them around us, especially when we're starting, when we're beginning the entrepreneurship and we want to open our business. Those are the ones that are going to bring you down and tell you can't do it. And it's not that you can't, it's that they're jealous, right, and they can't do it. So don't listen to them. Just stay away from negative people and move forward.
Perfect. And another question I have is more so, what additional guidance or support do you give someone who's a self-employed or entrepreneur while they're in the application process or just in the process of the mortgage?
The application process or in the process of the mortgage, just keep an eye on your credit. Make sure that you're keeping your credit, your as far as your credit limit and what you owe on the credit cards, 30% and under. Make sure that you're keeping in communication with your lender about your taxes. It's tax season right now, so the best thing to do for the entrepreneurs and the self-employed people is get with your lender and say, hey, listen, I want to purchase a property in 2024. What do I need to do? What do I need to take to my accountant? What should I claim? So now's the time for self-employed borrowers and entrepreneurs to sit down with your lender and be able to write, hey, you need to make X amount, show this to your accountant and file that so you can actually buy a property. But just keep an eye on your credit. Make sure that, you're just with your accountant, with your lender, keeping your taxes up to date. That's basically it.
So everyone's all excited because they're hearing the news about the rates going down, rates will be down in a year, 2 months, 1 month. What is your opinion on everyone who's excited about the rates going down? Should they wait for the rates to go down, or should they just go ahead and get their home?
Absolutely not. I think that it's always a good time to buy real estate. Right. So you need to think to yourself, what buyer do you want to be? Do you want to be the buyer that's going to get the very low rate but pay the very high premium for the property, or do you want to be the borrower that's going to get the higher rate and pay the lower premium, which is right now for the property? Me, myself, and I will want to get the higher rate and the lower premium. And I'm going to explain to you why. You can always refinance that rate. You can always bring that rate down. So now what? You got the best of both worlds. You can never refinance that higher premium. If you pay an additional $80,000 because you want to wait a year from now, rates are in the low fives. That $80,000 is stuck with you for the term of the loan, 15, 20 years, 30 years, whatever you finance the loan for. But that interest rate that you got today at 6.5%, 7%, whatever the rate may be today, you can always refinance that rate. So when rates do come down, you refinance the rate and you can say, hey, you know what? I took advantage. I bought a property today when they were lower, and now I got the same rate that everybody was waiting for, but yet I did it back then. Now everybody's going to get the lower rate, but they're going to get the higher property. And they're never going to be able to get rid of that overage that they paid for waiting. So if you're sitting on the sidelines right now and you're waiting for those rates to come down, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't advise that to any buyer. I think right now and always is the right time to buy real estate.
I feel like when you're ready, when your credit's good, when you have that money saved, it's time to jump on getting your home. Marry the home, date the rate.
And another thing that I wanted to throw in there, now we're here, there's never a no to a buyer. It's never no, you can't buy. You just may not be able to buy it right now. So don't be scared to call your lender. This phenomenal realtor right here that I'm speaking to, she's great at what she does. And just, hey, let's get you ready. We're going to give you a complete game plan. You may not be able to buy right now, but in 3 months you will. You can always amend your taxes, speak to your accountant, let's work on your credit, let's get a gift, let's get a co-borrower. It's never going to be a no. So I think that everybody that's waiting on the sidelines or that's scared, they need to contact us. We need to get together, give them a game plan, and get them into a home.
I love that. So this is just to encourage our listeners and our viewers to elevate their life. So I like to end the show a little bit with, some manifestation. So I would like to know what you're manifesting this year.
So what am I manifesting this year? There's a lot. I set so many goals for this year, but just to tell you a few is to definitely add more properties to my portfolio. That's one. Two is I want to double the amount of homeowners that I was able to close last year. And it's not about the money. It's just about the happiness and be able to help people get in their homes. Another thing is with PRMG, I just want to add more programs for lower income families. So I am working on that with my partner with PRMG just to come up with more plans for the families that have lower income and that can't, I'm going to say not hang, but just keep up with the market as it goes up. That's one. That's another one. And just be able to do more things with my son this year. Last year I was very busy, and I'm always with him. But this year I just want to take a little more vacations and just lay back more with my son and spend some time. But same question for you. What are you manifesting for this year?
So this is, my big 30 year.
Awesome.
So I turned 30 this year. I'm a fresh new mommy. So
congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you. I love my baby. I'm manifesting doing everything that I can to make sure that he has to need for nothing. Being that I'm turning 30 this year, I always, everyone always has their goal of, before I turn 30, I need to do this. I'm going to make sure before I turn 30, I accomplish most of my goals. One of my goals is to definitely help out more families this year, especially now me being a mom. My drive is a lot more different. I love seeing families get into their homes. I love helping mommies get into their home for their kids, leaving them that generational.
That's awesome.
So that's one thing I'm.
Those babies change your life completely.
They definitely do.
Yes.
I used to be a go-getter then, but now I'm really going.
Go again, right? You're actually running in place. I love it.
Right. So that's one thing. Another thing I'm manifesting is all of my business ventures. I'm actually putting that fear, that anxiety away, and actually going for it.
Good.
So this is my first episode. So with you,
I'm honored.
This is definitely one of those ventures that I wanted to go ahead and knock out this year for sure. I definitely want to collaborate a lot more this year with a lot more entrepreneurs, people who are starting their business, people who have their business for a long time, or just anyone who can also give me some game while I also, give them the game back as well.
Of course.
I want to say, that's what I'm manifesting this year. I'm just kind of rebranding myself, rebranding my life. all over.
Well, congrats on your manifestations. I'm sure you're gonna get them all. And this new talk show host and what you got going on is phenomenal. Thank you for having me on. I'm honored. Whenever you need me again, I'm here. And I salute you and JSP.
Thank you, thank you.
You're
While
welcome.
we're already on that, might as well just give everyone who's listening your information, your name, your Instagram, your phone number. Let them know where to find you.
David Rodriguez, 786-367-0878. You guys can follow me on Instagram with it's David Mortgage _ lender. And again, I'm the owner of PRMG. Please feel free to reach out to me for whatever mortgage needs you may need.
That is perfect. And I'm also going to drop his information down below in the description and in the caption. That way it's easy for you to find it. You'll definitely be tagged. Thank you for joining our conversation here at Talk with JSB. Remember, every idea shared, every story told is a new way to get connected with a more enriched life. Until we speak again, keep elevating, keep collaborating, and keep living your best story. JSB signing out.